This episode of Tech Talk Taco Tuesday might as well just be called the Night of Champions, as Ricky Brabec joined Jimmy Lewis on a call, as did Trevor Hunter, and they talked about some Hondas, Dakar, and a really good Rooster Endo segment. You're going to have to listen.
All right.
Can you hear Trevor?
All right, we're back and we're live right now after some technical difficulties. Yes, after technical difficulties.
Well, welcome to Tech Talk Taco Tuesday, everybody, because it's Tuesday and we're not having tacos. I had a orange chicken. What'd you have, Ricky?
Mochi balls.
Mochi balls. So live on the show tonight, this is our championship racer edition, evidently. Ricky Brabec and Trevor Hunter is someplace driving down a freeway on the line. So I'm not sure what we're going to talk about because we don't talk about racing, but we did ride some Hondas this weekend. So we have a lot of Honda talk tonight. But this show would not be possible without the help of some of our sponsors, of course. And that would be Double Take Mirrors, Bulletproof Designs, C Concepts, Fasst Company, Trail Tech, DDC Sprockets, Climb, Scott Sports, Moto, and of course, Yamaha. So on the show brought to you by Yamaha, we will talk about Hondas for the short duration tonight, unless we want to talk about, we're doing a rebuild story on a YZ250 FX that Trevor might know a little bit about this. Yep. And he was not super confident. He's getting there, getting more confident in his bike rebuilding, wants to learn. Brought the bike out to the shop in Pahrump, got it all apart, examined it, happy with the parts that we were testing. Everything looked good. Went to put it back together. And what happened, Trevor?
I found out I had some of the wrong parts, kind of some important parts too. So rebuilding was put on hold for now.
Gaskets. And
yes.
Here's how the question went. So would you run it with the old gaskets? and knowing, that this is someone else's bike and they expect it to work and everything. I said, no. Actually, I said, if it was my bike, no. But if it was someone else's, no, absolutely not. My bike, maybe I would have risked it if I really wanted to ride. But that's how it all worked out. So good job on that one, Trevor. Gaskets are showing up tomorrow, hopefully.
Rocky Mountain says tomorrow afternoon. So.
And did you click through our Rocky Mountain link to support
absolutely.
Dirt Bike Test? So,
absolutely, every time.
And if you ever are shopping, if you're one of the people shopping on these things, click through one of our links. It does help us out quite a bit. It makes it so that I can afford to take Trevor out to dinner when he comes and goes on half-day trail rides with me. Ricky. So we got back after dark and we were riding two bikes. One had a headlight and one didn't. And we got back after dark and Trevor said, so is that a real Jimmy Lewis trail ride? Did we do over 150 miles, Trevor?
134.
Nope.
I believe. No.
Yeah, you know what the rule used to be? The rule was it was 150 miles or 12 hours, whichever came last.
What about if you couldn't feel your fingers for the last 30 miles? Does that have anything to do with it, or doesn't matter? You
obviously didn't have those Super Sano Climb gloves that I had. Did you switch back over to the Climb gloves?
Yeah, I switched back, but it still wasn't enough.
But your fingers got cold before you put them on.
Yes,
because mine were actually pretty nice. We were running Climb Windstopper gloves to do this. So are we actually
grips though too?
No heated grips.
Jimmy's getting old.
I have heated grips on some of my bikes. I would like heated grips. That would be actually, I used to have a couple bikes that I chose to road certain times because of the heated grips. Like that made a big difference. So, okay, I got to shut the volume down on this. I'm having technical difficulties at this point too. There we go.
Oh, my technical difficulties are resolved. So,
good.
Smooth show from here on out. Smooth show.
That's what they like to say. The good thing is that my background blurs out what I'm doing right now. Anyhow, Ricky, you might be getting ready to go to the biggest race on earth.
Yeah, well, I might be. No, I am.
So Dakar's coming up soon. And since we don't talk about racing on the show, we're going to just completely skip over that subject unless people want to ask questions, right?
Yep.
Okay. So
but check out this, dude.
Oh, a new InReach.
No, it's not new, but I found it.
Well, how can you lose a tracker? Because it's supposed to always be keeping track of you.
But I don't know where I put them is the problem.
Right. I thought you blamed your girlfriend for that.
Well, I did because look at it, it's right next to hers.
Oh. At least you can keep track of each other now. That's a good thing. Yeah, good on you. So, are you riding like in the next couple of days, doing some little routes?
Yeah, we're doing like 170 Ks tomorrow. And then I don't know what I'm doing on Thursday, but yeah, just trying to keep fresh.
All right. Trevor wants to go ride rallies with you.
Well, perfect. He was in the Mecca the other day. He could have grabbed the road book.
He was close. Yeah. We rode some stuff that, was roadbook stuff. We kind of did, we did a little bit of the ride like that Andrew and I did the other day, kind of exploring some new things, but it was weird because I don't know how I lost track of time, but we stopped and we were in the sand wash and we were still heading towards gas. And Trevor goes, it's 3:15, right? And I'm like, no, I didn't. And
you thought I was lying to you.
I did. I really thought you were screwing with me. And I actually looked because I was on the Honda 450X and I looked down at the odometer and it said it was noon. And I go, well, it's definitely not noon. I know this, but it's not 3:00. And considering it took us about 3 hours to get there. And at 3:15, there's just only 2 hours of light. Yeah, we had a serious problem.
Yeah.
The exploring stopped real quick. had to make it back. But yeah, good stuff. We only went by 2 abandoned fifth wheel trailers that have been dumped out in the desert.
How many abandoned cars too? There's quite a few of those, I felt like.
I know there was that one that was buried in the sand wash that we just ripped right by. Where was the other one?
I think there was maybe one more. I can't remember. I lost track.
So Ricky, since you're a Honda guy, representative of the company to a certain extent, Trevor and I are struggling with the 450X and 450RX.
Same.
But I can see we're talking about the bikes and I used to really I loved the X when it first came out. And then the RX I could see, okay, as a race bike, if you're like racing and you wanted a hammer, I would think that bike would be okay. But now the RX is actually a pretty good trail bike. Like the stuff they've done to it sort of softened it up. But man, I want to start with this, I want to, like, the tires just pickled me the whole time.
I agree. Like I rode the RX in the desert and I rode the X in the desert, like back to back. I don't know if the chassis are different or not, but I have a 21 chassis RX and then my X is like a 19, but I rode them back to back. And I have the feeling of the RX being a capable off-road bike other than like a Grand Prix style, more like trails.
Is the new one, is the one that we had, that's all brand new, right?
Sort of. They did some chassis refinements, like a smaller throttle body, new engine hangers, stuff like that. So it's not all new, but it's quite a few changes to the chassis motor.
Yeah. So little stuff. So it'd be, because the last one I rode was probably a little bit earlier than that. It wasn't the, was it a 2020, wonder what it was.
20 is the same, I think.
Okay. So yeah, it was that one was really stiff. It seems like then they came out with the new R, and that's when the chassis started evolving, correct? Or it was a year behind?
Same year.
Yeah. So it got better. It definitely got better. It's still, like I said, it's still a little bit of a stiffer ride, but it's like, I want to run different tires. I want to run kind of tires I'm more familiar with, softer tires. And I want to run, it's like lower tire pressure as well. And it seems like it would help those bikes out quite a bit. But Trevor's ready to go race it though.
I thought I was.
He was gonna take you down in the best in the desert. They're trying to buy the N1 from him. get him to ride red.
Honda's coming in with deep pockets.
So, hey, let's see. We have some chit chat on the thing. Mark Daniels is here. Tech Talk Taco Tuesday. Yeah, Mark, we took a week off. I actually am here being a male nurse for my wife who got her second knee replacement. She's laying on the couch right over there. She just took a whole bunch of drugs, so she'll be good. She's not going to complain about me at all.
She's doing great.
Yeah, she says she loves me. So the drugs are kicking in.
Yeah, drugs are in there.
And then let's see who else is in there. San Felipe Bob wants to know, Jimmy, what degree flex spin bars do you like and why? I run the 12 degree and it just fits my wrists. So that's the reason for that. So they have 12, 14. I think they have 10 also.
10 degrees too.
And 10 is just a little bit too flat.
So yeah, where's the degree go from?
It would be degrees back from essentially flat. So 0 would be just a straight bar straight across the triple clamp. And then it's just the angle back is the degree bend of the bar. And then you can with using spacers on the suspension aspect of the bar, you can actually you can raise them up taller. And so you can change that angle as well. And by rotating the bars and changing those angles, you can pretty much achieve any bend you really want. And I run their standard setup in a 12 degree bend. And it's perfect. Everybody should like that. So it'd be 12 degrees of sweep would be what we,
and the 12 is like the middle of the middle class of the middle bar, basically, if they have 10, 12, and 14.
Yeah. To me, it feels very much like the stock handlebars on most bikes. The KTMs might be a little bit flatter sometimes, but like the Japanese bikes tend to be a similar sort of bend, I think. It feels like a stock Honda bend to me. No.
Have you tried the low bend handlebar, Jimmy?
From Flex?
Yeah.
Yes, the Fasst Company. So a lot of times I'll run that bar when I'm running like a vibration, like a BRP mount with a sub mount steering damper. So when I raise the bars up that 3/4 of an inch that sometimes the steering damper does, then I'll go down to the lower bend bar, not the normal standard height. So my bartender says, Heather, this is Janie, says, Heather, make Jimmy wait on you hand and foot. Well, I'm not a bartender, so I can't do that. I can wait on myself hand and foot.
Her name is Bar Pretender.
Bar Pretender.
Bar Pretender.
Right on. So anyways, Matt is apologizing for the issues with the video. That's good. I'm getting to all the chat messages, Matt.
Yeah, I'm glad it's working. No technical difficulties. We got all those out right before we went live.
And so on this amazing episode, we have a lot of Hondas in the Roost Endo, at least a couple more Hondas than usual. Mm-hmm. Did you get any of your buddies that want to sell their bikes, or did you submit one this week?
I didn't submit any bikes, but one of the bikes is actually one of my friends, so it's really cool.
It's called, this new segment is called Roost, Endo, or For Sale. Because evidently people use this to put their bikes for sale. Oh, and I forgot to mention the name of the show. This show is called Tech Talk Taco Tuesday and Strippers. Because,
nice.
Yeah, it'll get more ratings that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 100,000 just for saying that once. Okay, we have some questions this year. This year. Yeah, it's getting to be a new year. Pretty close.
Yeah.
It's George, would you blow me? is for our first question. I think I might know this guy. It's George spelled with a J. He says, Jimmy, I have a 2019 KTM 300 XCW. Are you aware of a vendor that does pipe repair? I'm not too concerned about the tuning dents, but the pipe is bent overall and has trouble sealing at the, he says head, but it's actually the exhaust flange of the cylinder. Do you know if they have jigs to straighten them from end to end? This is a one-off pipe, and I don't think you can just buy a new one. Well, I have intimate knowledge of this pipe. It's actually in my garage or shop, and I'm the one that put the dent in it that bent it enough to where what he's talking about. Yeah, there's actually a company. There's a few different companies, but the one that I've heard a fair amount about and people are happy with, it's called Front Range Pipe Repair. You can check them out on the internets. I actually should probably post a link when I get done jibber jabbering. I will post a link, and they can straighten out your 2-stroke pipe, your 4-stroke pipe. They're in Colorado. And it costs about $90 for a 2-stroke, and it's a little more for this super one-off unplated pipe to get them to fix that. Because I think they actually, on the unplated pipes, they go around and kind of re-blue the welds, so it makes it look like the nice unfinished. I think those end up being like about $120 to get fixed. But yeah, George, you can send it off there, and I don't know if they have a specific. I would guess that they would have a jig for a lot of the pipes that they do, because that is a problem. If that flange gets put in a completely different spot, just by pumping air into it, heating it up and putting pressure into it, doesn't necessarily put it back into its perfect position. Although you can watch videos on the internet all day long of guys doing different methods. I've seen people put water in it and freeze it. I've seen, people put water in it and heat it up. I've seen them put air pressure in it, heat it up, all different kinds of things. And a lot of them look like a surefire disaster if something goes wrong. So I'd farm it out to a professional. Trevor, you have any experience with this?
A friend of mine's kind of helped me with my tuning dents, get rid of those. But usually once I bend a pipe that bad, I've just thrown it in the trash or something.
Right. You should send it. You should send it to them and get it fixed. And then you can sell it. They actually have used pipes for sale that, they'll take your core pipe, or they have, some other ones a lot of times. And some of those pipes are hard to get. So you should pay attention to that. Okay. Do we have another question?
Yeah. From the.
I don't even know where these questions are coming from. I can't find any of them.
Oh, we didn't send you the links. That's why Matt will read it, and then you get to answer the question.
Right. Okay. So let me make sure everything's good here before I click away. All right. So from Jim Garbus, looking for a quality boot that you can still feel the brake pedal with. What have you guys tested / used? The pegs ate my current boots. They were cheap, so I expected that when I bought them. Looking at the Garnet GX1 or the Fastback or something similar. Brake pedal feel is very important.
Ricky, as a sponsored rider who has a boot sponsor, what do you say?
I would say Alpine Star, but they're pretty stiff for a little bit.
So Evans
aren't too bad,
but I I like a stiff boot. That's where I think they're good, because once it gets broken in, then it does no good for you. But a stiff boot, obviously for rally, is super important.
It's the boot. You're wearing a boot for safety, and so think about it. And Trevor, you can answer this: how important is brake pedal feel? Like, think about this. Do you actually feel your brake pedal through your boot?
No, you feel like the drag.
Yeah, it's the action of moving your foot on the brake pedal. If you think you can feel the brake pedal like through the sole of the boot, that could be a good boot. That's not a very good boot. And then so I think what maybe he's talking about is like brake pedal feel is just is the boot flexing, maybe more like it's the boot isn't so stiff that his ankle isn't prevented from bending. So the way he's activating the brake pedal is flexing his ankle down, which is kind of maybe not it's probably a more normal way to operate the brake pedal, but probably not the best way. Because think about how you guys operate the brake pedal. You're probably lifting your foot up and then pushing your toe or your whole foot down onto the brake pedal. You never thought about this, right? Either of you?
No, I just drag the rear brake.
I try not to lift my foot off the peg to hit the brake. But
so how high do you run your brake pedal?
I run my brake pedal flush with the foot peg.
And then when you get back, like you're really trying to brake and slow the bike down, when you get back on the motorcycle, how do you get your toe onto that brake pedal?
I pivot from the ankle. My foot pivots down, but I have more of my weight towards the front of the peg onto the brake pedal. But then if I take my foot off the brake or off the foot peg, then all my weight is on the left side of the bike, not going straight.
Right. Yeah. It's funny. You never think about this, do you?
Yeah.
I think about
you can't race and drag your brake pedal for traction with if you're sitting down in like a mountain road, then okay, you can lift your foot off and then drag the rear brake pedal for traction. But if you're going through like Steve Hengeveld, if he's going through freaking middle of Mexico, you think he has his foot off the foot peg when he's dragging his rear brake?
You know what I say about you guys that drag, you know what the rear brake does?
Yeah, slows you down.
Yeah, I thought you were fast racers. So you're leaving a lot on the table by dragging that rear brake. I'm telling you, Jim is talking about using his rear brake to slow himself down, and you're sitting here talking about using it for traction and doing all this other stuff. And let's not forget, he just wants to know what the best boot is.
Maybe Jim just needs to take his foot off the foot peg and stomp on the brake pedal.
That's what I say. That's
what I do.
Yeah. I think you'd be amazed if you actually you watch what you do. You probably, when you get on the brakes, when you really want to slow that bike down, you're probably lifting your foot up off. You're probably lifting your foot off the foot peg, pulling your ankle out away from the bike a little bit, and then settling your toe area of the boot down on the brake pedal. I mean, you've got big feet and you're a pretty big guy. So it's easier than, as people with small feet and stuff, but
exactly. See?
Yeah. What do you do, Trevor? You can barely reach the foot pegs.
I use the rear brake as a foot peg, as you know.
So back to the boots, Jim, 3 guys here, 2 of them who are, on championship guest night, these guys know what they're talking about. They don't care about feeling the brake pedal. They want to have protection with their feet. So Ricky's saying Alpine Stars. What was your comment, Trevor?
Say if you're going with an Alpine Stars, maybe like a Tech 7. I think it's a little more feel than a Tech 10, which is kind of stiffer, but I like CDs. I think are pretty good. Not
if you want it. The CDs are not any good if you want to feel the brake pedal. especially the SRS sole. And those are the boots that I wear almost all the time. And I don't want to feel anything on my feet, especially not my 9 toes broken.
Wait, it depends on what this guy's riding though. Like, is he racing or is he trail riding?
Didn't say. Yeah.
Because trail riding, he can go with like a little bit softer boot. If he's just hanging out doing some dual sport rides, he can go with a nice pair of work boots. If he wants to ride around his yard doing wheelies, dragging the rear brake, then a nice set of Vans will work too. I
know. I notice all the wheelie boys tend to run the Vans, but and then in reality, we're talking about doing a big boot comparison. This is something that we want to do in the very near future, is kind of because we've ridden with so many different boots. And like, if you have a wider foot in the past, the CDs haven't been the best boot. If you have a bigger foot, the Garnets have been really good. Alpine Stars are always really good middle of the line boots, and they have so many, Tech 8, Tech 10, which are their higher end ones, and they're kind of both different. What do you use Tech 10, don't you, Ricky?
Yeah.
So Tech 10, I know a lot of people like Tech 8. Like Trevor was saying, Tech 7 is a really good, it's a lower price point boot, but that's what Johnny wears all the time, isn't it?
Tech 7. Yeah. I don't even know if they make Tech 8s anymore, dude. That's like 2004.
Yeah. I don't think they make them anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, there's probably a lot of really unhappy people. So what do you think those people did? Did a Tech 8 person, did they go Tech 10 or Tech 7? I'm betting Tech 7.
I think they went, it depends if they're racing or not racing. Like, look at Johnny. He wears a 7, but he doesn't race. But if Johnny races, he's going to wear a 10.
What did he wear at Takati?
Oh, probably a Tech 7.
That's a race. Anyways, hey Jim, there's a ton of good boots out there. That's the cool thing, is there's so many different companies that are making different things. But if you're, like you said, the pegs ain't your current boots, there's some of them have replaceable soles. That's a big selling point for the CDs. I know there's companies that'll replace soles on expensive boots. I actually wear the shell of the boot out. I actually wear the boot out at the ankle before I really tear through the soles. So, hopefully we absolutely didn't help you with that question whatsoever. We just confused you even more, but get off the damn brake pedal. And if you feel it, I guess that's important, but maybe adjust it a little bit more. And then you know what you're doing with your foot when you're putting it towards the brake pedal. You understand you're moving it there, and then you should sort of do it more about what the bike does than actually, quote, feeling the brake pedal. So if we did or didn't answer your question, or you need a little more feedback, let us know if you're in the chat, and we can do that. So, okay. Man, there's a lot of people. Perhaps a trials boot. Then we've got Tech 7. Let's see, dragging the rear brake, says John Bailey, has many uses when you're a wheelie boy. What was that?
There you go. I got someone backing me up now.
Dragging it all the time does not have good use.
My wife, who's completely drugged up right now, says dragging it all the time does not have good use. So take it from her. She's a professional riding coach. She knows what she's talking about.
All right. Well, I'll go to school on that one then.
Right. So did you want to amend anything you said on the video about the Hondas now, Trevor?
Honda's the best bike ever. Ricky Brabec can win on them. They must be good. And yeah, I don't know. No, I don't know. I do like the Hondas. To me, are very. It's hard, or they're just more picky. Like we said in the video, they're more picky than some of the other bikes, but that's not a bad thing. It's just kind of a characteristic, and it can lead to being a really, really good bike, I think, in the end. Just takes time to get there.
Like I said, I really enjoyed the X that I had, that I did those little bit of modifications to. And this one, it was like, it's just when you, I don't know. And I've been riding so many different bikes lately, when it's when, it can be better. It just aggravates me. And I think, coming from riding so many different bikes and I, it's just like, I take all the good points and I say, I wish a bike could just have all these good points. And the Honda has a couple really good points. And then there's a couple of things that aggravate me so much I can't even focus on those. So I was and I'm sitting there torn. It's like, I want the X transmission and a little quieter pipe on the RX. And then I'd probably be really happy. I mean, a great starting point. And like that suspension dive and all that wouldn't bother me one bit. So I think they've got a pretty, it's packaged. It's ready. It's good. Just needs a little bit of tuning.
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of too is the very first time I rode both those bikes back to back, I couldn't get off the RX fast enough, and I really like the X. But then I guess the RX might have broken in a little bit more, and I made a couple changes. I started to really like the RX more than the X, and I kind of showed this weekend where I felt like the RX was a little more up my alley for the X.
Hey, Ricky, Austin Rayo says, Ricky, my guy, is back in the studio and he's giving you cheers with 4 beers. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions for Ricky about his crazy intensive training program, he's on the Jimbo program part-time. He had to take a step back. It was a little bit too gnarly. I tried to put Trevor on it the other day. Had nothing to do with it. He broke regiment, and he woke up in the morning and he ate something. He didn't do the full day starve thing that I usually do. Cause I mean, what time do we get to my house? 2:00 in the morning? 1:30,
yeah, like 1:30, 2:00.
Yeah. So I was up early in the morning out in the shop, unloading the bikes and getting everything ready. And then Trevor comes rolling in. He found my granola bar stash.
The cake ones.
Yeah. And then I'm like, hey, what are you doing? I mean, we don't just eat around here.
We have to wait all day.
I don't have the reserves that you have, Jimmy.
I know. It's called a camel front.
Yeah.
I'm trying to reduce the camel front because I think I'm actually carrying around a little extra reserves these days. So
it's gonna be a cold winter, so it's good.
It has been cold. This is for sure. Hey, Ricky, when do you leave?
Christmas Day.
Christmas Day. And how much weight are you going to lose during the course of the rally?
Honestly, probably none.
None. You got good. I used to lose.
Be a good chef.
I used to lose.
Because you didn't eat.
Well, I ate. I used to lose 10 to 15 pounds by the end of the rally.
Dude, if I can lose that much weight, I'll be so stoked when I come home.
I didn't have it. I didn't have it to lose. I just couldn't. I'm kind of a picky eater, and the food back then was kind of crap. I mean, when you guys are eating, what's that hog heel or whatever? What is it? What are the?
Oh, beef ankle.
Beef ankle. Yeah, when you guys are showing pictures of beef ankle, that would have been like a luxury. I mean, the beef ankle and couscous, and then sometimes. Did you ever race in Baja when you're racing like around like Laguna Salada or one of those or one of the other ones, the ones up north that had the dead fish? The whole edge of the dry lake bed was just dead fish. Did you ever do that?
The edge of the dry lake bed with dead fish, no.
And it was fastest to ride on the fish, like where the fish were. That was the best. It was the best traction because everything else was kind of soft and either powdery or gooey. And so where the fish, Johnny can tell you about this. You would ride on the fish. I remember, and it stunk. It was bad, and I don't like fish. But I remember like there was some place we were like in Nigeria in the middle of nowhere. And I swear they had those fish that I'd been running over in Mexico. I think they dried out and they picked them up and they shipped them over to Africa and they put that on couscous. And that was dinner.
That's gross.
Sarah says it's like at the Salton Sea.
Yeah. Maybe that's where you guys were racing, along the Salton Sea.
Well, it was south of the Salton Sea. Yeah. So, let's see. John Bailey says, Jimmy, give it a try next time riding sand at slower speeds, like in deep washes, slight rear brake and steady throttle.
Jimmy ain't going nowhere slow in the sand.
I can ride slower than you in the sand. That's something I'm good at. You know, Jim at our school, Jim's doing this thing now where he cruises up in the sand, and at the very last second, he does a little spin and stops and balances, and he doesn't put his foot down.
With the bars turn.
No bars turn, straight. He's not cheating it with the bars turn. He kind of at the last second, he'll do like a little skid and then a little pop of the throttle. And, he's got a little recluse. So he goes, and it just sinks it just enough to where he's so balanced, he just comes to a complete stop. And so he started just kind of doing this in front of me to show off, really, but to piss me off. And so I've been practicing it. So I'm actually getting pretty good. But I don't. So if I had to drag, like if I'm dragging the brake, like in going slower speeds, then I can't use the brake to help the bike turn. Like if you're already using, like I know a lot of guys that skid into turns and they can't get the bike to turn because they're skidding. It doesn't, they're not sliding into turns. They're actually using the brake to slow down. And they're not using it to control the bike, because that's what I use the rear brake for, is to control the bike. So
now you admit they use it to control the bike, kind of like getting it for traction.
No, I don't. I'm because that would slow me down. So I don't use it to slow me down. I use it to get the bike pointed a different direction, or keep the back end behind me when I'm really trying to slow down. And I don't need to feel anything because it's pretty much locked up. If I'm using it to control, I'm mostly using it to lock it up, or it's locked up and it's going someplace I don't want to, and then I release it.
But if your rear brake is locked up, then you're not in control. You're scared because you're going too fast. I'm on the front brakes, Ricky. I'm on the front brakes so hard, my rear tire is basically up in the air. Oh shit!
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Jimbo program. It's well-known facts. These are the truths.
Jimmy,
yes.
What are some like drills or something that people can practice to like learn to control the bike with the rear brake? Like you say, you like trying to change directions, whatever. Like, what are some things people can do to practice that?
Okay, for this,
go to Glen Helen on Thursdays, and they can go as fast as they can into every corner and stab the rear brake and then slide all the way to the outside and then pivot the bike and come directly out.
Cross the inside lines. You cross over the good lines that the fast pros are riding on, but kind of on the back of the seat with the elbows down and full whatever. You're either on a KX 450 or a CR 500 when you're doing this, right? And just wheeling across the inside lines.
Yeah.
So, Robert Lambert says brakes plus sand equals no good. I agree with Robert. So there we go. There's at least one person that agrees to what we're doing. And Mark Daniels says the fish are near El Datil. Oh, that's way down south. That's down below San Ignacio.
Yeah, because there's north from Hakuna Matata.
Yeah, it was the place we used to do it was on. It was the dry lake bed that was above the road.
San Juanico?
Huh?
Like going into San Juanico?
No. This is up by San Felipe, north of San Felipe. Before you cross the what's the big dry lake bed that's just on the other side of the mountain from San Felipe?
Diablo?
That's Diablo. What's the dry lake bed north at? That's Laguna Salada. Yeah, that's the one.
Hakuna Matata.
Yeah. So we used to, when a lot of times we'd come off the summit.
Oceanside.
No, actually on the highway, right next, way up, almost near Mexicali. We'd go all the way up, and there'd be a pit way up by Mexicali, and then we'd swing down and you come back across the dry lake bed, but you couldn't go on it because it was tidal and it was wet and stuff. But you'd ride on the fish. And I mean, you could be like a mile out there, and as long as you stayed on the fish and the fish didn't end, like you'd be going. If the fish ended, you couldn't keep going. You had to turn around and go back. So we were always pre-running, finding these good lines, and fish had good traction. That's what I'm saying.
Not if they're wet though; they're all slimy.
They don't smell good. Yeah, Laguna Salada, south of Mexicali. That's where I thought it was. So, what if I skidded on fish? It'd be slippery.
Might slide out like a banana peel, dude.
Yeah, or if the scales work, or if the scales get you in the right direction, that's probably why they had good traction. Man, I'm talking millions and millions of dead fish. They were just, I think they must have died. They ran out of oxygen, or the water level went down, or whatever, and they would just die, and then the wind would blow them, and they were like bricks of fish. The things you learn riding motorcycles. Hey, Trevor, you got to go to your meeting now.
Yeah, I gotta go sign autographs and make people happy.
So to answer your question, if people want to learn about our techniques that we teach in the riding schools, they can go to jimmylewisoffroad.com. Of course, right now we don't have any schools posted because we're waiting for my wife, who's actually the brains behind their operation, to heal up so she can tell you how to get on the rear brake and do skids, because skids are for squids. So take that one to bed. Not fish, squids. So yeah, tell your dad to quit arguing with all the people in District 37. He's just going to lose.
That's never going to happen. So we all know that.
Of course, it's easier too.
Hey, when are all those videos going to be done, Trevor?
I'm thinking I think it'll be a Christmas Day surprise. Or
okay.
Present, I'm thinking.
So did I look as horrible as you did on that sand track?
I didn't see myself on the sand track, but I felt pretty bad.
Oh, so, you didn't see the videos I shot of you?
I didn't. No.
I was definitely worse than you.
I thought you crashed more than me, but you're also out there more than me. So
this is true. Yeah, I did. When I don't know where my front end's going, bad things happen, and it happened. Bad things happen a couple times. So, okay, we'll have a good meeting, and we'll see you on the internet someplace, I'm sure.
All right, have a good one.
Okay.
Yeah, bud.
That was Trevor Hunter. He's our cub reporter at dirtbiketests.com. He's the one responsible for putting most of the content up there. He's trying to support his bad racing habit through motorcycle journalism, which evidently works a little bit, maybe. Not sure. It's what I did. Okay, so do we have any other questions, Matt?
Yes, we do. I'm trying to fix Ricky's thing here. Okay. So when Trevor left, it reset some stuff. Okay. So this is from the 250 CRF 250F video. Charles Reed. Is the 250F as gutless as the 125F? I can't believe how powerless this 125 is, my grandson's bike. Now, with that said, my granddaughter's 110F is full of power. I'm looking for a bike to ride with them, but I'm hesitant because of the 125F.
That's actually interesting. So I have ridden the 125F because that's what Logan used to bring out when he used to steal his sister's bike out and come out to the flat track. And that thing kind of got a little bit gutless where the 110 is. And is the 110, do you know if the 110 is fuel injected, Ricky? The kid's mini bike? Yeah.
I believe it is.
Yeah, the little bike, the little pit bike that everyone's riding.
Yeah,
yeah,
they're fuel injected now. Yeah, I've ridden one of those, and it just seems like it's a little peppier than the 125. The 125 used to be the 100.
Yeah,
and it seemed like it did lose some gusto, but the 150 sort of picked up where the 125 left off. But it's such a much heavier bike, so. So which one was he looking at, Matt? He was looking at the
CRF 250F.
The 250F is good.
It's really good. I really enjoy that bike.
I was really surprised at that bike because I've always liked the CRF 230. Mm. It's got a little, it's torquey and has some good feel and a little bit of pep to it. But they kept all of that. It has that same 230 torque and kind of luggability. But then it revs way better, like where those bikes all kind of get lazy up at the upper end, and the 250F I was actually pretty surprised. I thought it did a pretty good job at kind of pulling along.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of that bike. It's a lot of fun to ride, even like as a play bike, it's really fun. And you can ride it more aggressive than you would think too, in my experience.
Hey, Ricky, wasn't Sarah looking for a new bike?
Yeah, she's looking for a 250 RX.
Maybe 250F.
Trail bike.
Full putter.
Oh, dude. She'd be so mad. She's already mad. She has to go back to the 250.
I think it's a good choice. I think 250 is especially where you guys are riding now.
Yeah, the rocks.
Yeah, the rocks. So, okay, next question, Matt.
All right, so next question. I'll get this up here. So this is from Do Radiator Guards Help or Hurt? Xenomorph was telling us that the young man sadly has difficulty reading, and he hopes that he got well soon.
That sounds like Cletus.
It's either Cletus or Logan.
Right. Hope he gets well soon. Was he sick?
You talk about hopefully with his reading abilities. So what? So now there's some questions here about what desert bike reigns supreme from the.
Actually, back to that. If you know anything about the way that we treat these kids around here when they're coming in and helping and stuff like that, they don't get any special treatment, and we pick on them for stuff that they need to work on. And because I've had people say, "Hey, you're mean," and it's like, if you think that's mean, if those kids continue on that path, they're provided an opportunity to go to school and learn how to read. And with Logan specifically, when COVID came and he got out of school for 6 months to a year, when he wasn't going to school, he got dumb real quick. And we noticed it because he was actually getting much better at reading those questions. And then school stopped and the reading comprehension and everything just kind of went out the window. And it was surprising to me. It's not my kid. But it's like, look, don't be a dum-dum. So we picked on him. We picked on both those kids a little bit. And some of that is in fun, but it's in a way, if they ever needed help with reading or something, I'm going to help them. As much as I'm going to pick on them, it's just like with you think about the way guys interact. And I pick on Trevor all the time. Like Trevor's in there, he's never going to live down messing up those gaskets, because it was a big deal to come out and work on those bikes, and we're going to pick on him, and he's not going to do that again. It's kind of, don't we do this when we train too, Ricky?
Yeah.
It's like you make stupid mistakes. We're not going to go, yay, you tried really hard. Oh, especially, So anyways, back to a trophy. Yeah, you're not going to get a trophy for participating around here. You can participate, and hopefully it inspires you to do better if you don't do that good. And if you're really trying, we're not going to beat you up. We're going to pick on you a little bit, but we're going to pick you up. You're going to pick on you and pick you up at the same time. So to those that, think we're a little bit harsh around here, no participation awards. Can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. And we're not happy till you're not happy. So we're doing our jobs. Next question.
All right, so from Austin Coleman in the chat, he's saying, should he save the money and buy a YZ250X or go for the KTM equivalent? Pacific Northwest single track / double track.
Huh. Save the money and buy a YZ KTM equivalent. Wouldn't they be the same price, those two bikes?
See, the YZ250X and then a KTM, I'm going to assume XC. 250 XC or XCW?
He might already have one of those bikes, though.
He
might already have one of those bikes and wants to buy a new one, maybe.
Yeah, I think basically the KTM equivalent of the YZ250X. They're the same. They're the same price. He says KTM is $10,000 and the 250X is 70. Okay, so he's talking about the two strokes. I got it. So he's talking about the two stroke. So he's comparing the Yamaha YZ250X versus the KTM fuel injected TBI or TPI or whichever one it is. So that's actually a really good question. And it kind of comes down to so Yamaha's a sponsor of the show, and I'll straight up tell you that the Yamaha is the same bike it's been since literally 2005. They have not really changed the YZ250 that much, but they did make it the X. It got some, actually the stuff they changed to make the YZ250 into a YZ250X is small, but amazing. They do a really good job at doing it, but it's very simple. It's got a carburetor. It has a petcock instead of a fuel pump. It doesn't have any electric start or batteries or any of this other stuff. It's a really simple, good, proven, long-lasting, durable two-stroke. And the KTM is the pinnacle of all the two-stroke technology, TPI or TBI, whichever one. They're excellent. They're really good bikes. But I think once you kick-started the Yamaha and now you're riding these two bikes, you'd be hard-pressed to say one is better than the other. I think they're both really good bikes at doing what they're doing. And especially on, what you're talking about, single track, double track, just kind of ripping around, having a good time. You're going to have a great time on either one of those bikes. What would I do? It depends on how much you want to have the latest, greatest thing, or you want to have something that you're going to save a few $1,000s on. And then can you take that few $1,000s and really customize that bike to make it exactly what you want? Or you have a few $1,000s to go riding and, buy a lot of gas and haul ass.
My biggest piece of advice when I asked that question is, how much is an electric start worth to you?
And every time you kick it, it's worth about $2,000.
Yeah.
that's what I always say. That I mean, I hate kickstarting anything. I bought a TTR 50 over a CRF 50 because it had an electric start. Mm-hmm. That's how much I liked electric start. And I do really prefer fuel injection on every bike, but that's not to say that the YZ250 isn't a ripping good bike, either the motocross bike and or the X off-road one. So Austin Coleman says he's riding a 98 YZ250 and he loves it, but I could see small changes making a big difference. He says, "Thanks for the info, boss. You're welcome. Yeah, glad we could help." I think going so 90. Oh man, so Yamaha, the one aluminum frame that I don't think anybody will argue with me on. I know there actually are a couple of people. There's always somebody to argue with. Is that Yamaha, when they made that aluminum frame for the two strokes, they did a really good job with it. I still have I have a 2005 YZ125 that I love. And it's a great handling bike. My motor could use some help, but other than that, it's pretty good. So cool. Thanks for watching the show, man. Tell a friend. Let's see. Is it time for us to tell a friend? Yeah. Ricky, did you tell a bunch of friends?
I didn't know I was supposed to be on until a little bit ago, and you didn't tag me in the Facebook post to freaking share it for the world. So a little mistake by you guys.
That sounds like a Matt problem.
I've been busy with quite a few projects.
He's been plumbing the internet. So speaking of really coddling our young and up and coming guys, Matt the other day, it's the other day. By the other day, I mean the last 2 months has been learning how to rebuild a carburetor. Yep. One carburetor on one bike. It's my old KTM 400. It needed a carb rebuild, and so he wanted to do it and kind of do it himself. So I've kind of been helping him here and there, and he's pretty sure he had it after 17th or 18th time onto the bike.
It was actually 7 times putting it on and taking it off. Yeah.
Right. So 7 times.
You're always working on those things, Jimmy.
Oh, I'm not working on them anymore. Matt is. Matt's the carburetor expert.
Trying to. Well, I thought I was, and
how's it going? Good. He's going to go out and take it for a test ride. So I'm like, okay, great. Take it for a test ride. I was actually going to go test ride the KTM electric bike. So I went ripping down in silence about an hour after he left. And I knew where he was going to be riding, and I ride out there and there's a UTV parked there, and there's a KTM 400 sitting on the side stand, and there's Matt like on his hands and knees laying on the ground. And I ride up and I'm like, what the hell? How did you hit a UTV? This UTV guy killed Matt. And then, but it's on a flat area and nothing could go wrong. And I pull up and he's like, I'm okay. I'm okay. And I'm like, you don't look okay. He threw his back out trying to pick up the bike after it had stalled or something. And, he thought maybe it was out of gas, and he leaned it over on the side like we do to see if gas runs out of the carburetor that was more than likely improperly assembled. So, he threw his back out. So Matt was laying on the ground.
What'd you do?
I was a nice guy. I went back and got a truck.
Yeah.
Picked him up.
Yeah, he had to help me. He had to help me into the truck, and then he had to help me into my house.
Yeah.
After driving me.
He didn't even get the joy of crashing. He just hurt himself without.
That bike was pristine. It was nice and clean when I had to pull through my back out. So, and I got to miss out on riding Hondas with you and Trevor because of it.
Yeah, you missed out. You missed out on riding Hondas. Later, you could have gone for a ride with everybody else that went on a ride. I wish you would have gone on that ride because then I wouldn't have had to.
I was.
So anyways, we are going to take a quick little break, and we're going to come back with Roost or Endo, or if you have Ricky Brabec questions, because during this break, Matt's going to share the post with them. And then Ricky can say, hey, if you want to ask me, we'll take the best Dakar question. And I have a DBT t-shirt that Ricky signed, and we'll send it to you. So get your fan club activated, Ricky. There's only 2 of those in the world. And you want to know how good that shirt worked out for Matt, that last shirt you signed?
How good?
The guy that got it bought his Husaberg from him.
No way.
Yes.
Yep.
So Dirt Bike Test can sell your motorcycle with the help of everybody involved.
And Ricky Brabec.
Yep. Yeah.
Sarah has a KX 450 for sale.
Yeah. The guy came over and because he was in Prump, he was a local guy in Prump that asked that question, got the shirt, and he's like, I was like, hey, so you ride? And he goes, yeah, I have a DRZ, but I'm like looking to get a KTM 2-stroke. And I go, I know a guy. And I go, Matt's selling a Husaberg, which is a KTM. Sure enough, sold. So good deal. Okay. We're going to take our quick little commercial break, and we'll come back in a couple of minutes with all your Ricky Brabec questions.
What's up, Moto Buddies? Mike here from Taco Moto Co. What is the Taco Touch? It's the best service in the industry. Virtually 24/7 tech support via email or text, and it's like having a dirt bike doctor on call every day of the year, helping you fix your bike or recommend parts or setups for you. If you've ever received an order from us, you know that the Taco Touch extends to our fulfillment, and our orders come with the coolest stickers that you've ever had, buying parts from anybody before, and a handful of root beer barrel candies. All of our Taco Moto Co. branded components come with a no questions asked lifetime warranty, and we'll even extend out the warranty of other manufacturers, OEM, and aftermarket parts where we can, sometimes for life. We test and tune endlessly and exhaustively and obsessively. We're trying to destroy everything that we can before you get your hands on it, to look for weaknesses and to improve it, or to make recommendations to the manufacturer. And if it's something that doesn't meet grade, then we don't offer it on the store. Everything that we carry is something that we have personally used, tested, and ridden and raced, and knows meets the high Taco Touch demanding standard. Go out and get some adventure.
Since 2009, Seat Concepts has been dedicated to making the best aftermarket seats. More comfort, more grip, more riding. For 10 years, we've continued to raise the bar. Innovation and American craftsmanship make Seat Concepts the world-leading manufacturer of power sports seats.
And we're back.
Yeah, live on Tech Talk Taco Tuesday. This is episode. How many episodes have we done of this?
168.
168. So, we have any more questions that have come in?
Into the chat here. So, George is in the chat, and he's asking about is it Kubota SVL Kubota SVL 90 or Cat 259D for sand and Dakar.
Has he been sending you pictures of tractors and asking if you want to buy one?
I already bought one, dude.
Oh, what'd you get?
A Cat 259D closed cab AC heater and heated seat, air seat on tracks.
On tracks. How do you tow that thing around?
What do you mean? You put it on a trailer or you just drive it around?
Yeah. Don't you have to have a heavy duty truck or something for that?
Oh, it got delivered to my house, dude. So I'll hopefully have to drive it anywhere.
Oh,
you would definitely need a heavy duty truck.
Yeah. What's this, to push all the dirt down to the river?
I don't know. Yeah. Just to have for the property.
Big old skid steer.
Dude, it's so nice.
Yeah. So you're just driving around pushing dirt.
Yep.
Tractor
but
line.
You get out completely clean, dude. And there's a radio in it. It's great.
Yeah, I just sit on top of my little ride along, my knockoff little John Deere tractor or whatever it is, made by some company in who knows where, and it looks like it was built with channel iron and rebar. So, hey, if you're watching this live right now and you have a question for Ricky, let us know. If we can answer your motorcycle or motorcycle product related questions, we will do our best there. But what we're going to do right now is a segment that we like to call Roost or Endo, or sell, and strippers. Did anybody ever send a picture of? Well, one of them's a girl. I see. Oh yeah, I'm looking at I'm doing a quick scroll through on the pictures. Hey Ricky, did Matt send you this document here?
Now that
Yeah.
Well, when I was talking about, the picture of the bike with the girls, I was talking about something a little bit different. But okay, so
someone did submit that before. Remember, they photoshopped they just looked up like supermodel PNG and they photoshopped it onto their bike.
Okay, yeah, I do remember that. That wasn't what I was looking for.
Right.
So, okay, let's get this started, Matt.
Okay, so first one we'll do is going to be Kevin. This is Kevin Dejo. This is a 2006 Honda CRF 450X in Sonora Rally trim. Comes with Tusk impact wheels, oversized front brake rotor, Fastco flex bars, 12 moto bend, 12-degree moto bend, a Cherubies handguards, F2R roadbook holder, borrowed 5.5 gallon Safari tank. You usually run a 4.0 IMS, Scott steering stabilizer, FMF Mega Bomb header with a 4.1 muffler, a Cherubies skid plate, Hinson clutch cover with OEM clutch, Tusk brake pedal and shift lever, stock X head with kibble white stainless valves, decompression arc spec based on the info from DBT show number 118, stock X cam, stock X carburetor, Michelin Desert Race tire, Tusk T35 front tire, TM Design Works shark fin, air box opened up, pink wire cut, IMS Bigfoot pegs, and a Cherubies tail light.
That bike is done right. It's like a lot of people want to kind of go overboard. They think they need a real rally bike. Remember when I used to tell you didn't need a real rally bike, Ricky? You can just ride anything to practice navigation.
Yeah, 100%.
Which in the beginning is fine. I like that he's got the lines drawn on the gas tank to tell him where he's at with gas. It looks like he has 3 gallons in there right now. Just judging by the lines, that's a pretty nice Chariot. That would be a good Good bike. I like the DDC sticker on the toolbox. DDC it was the first sponsor of Tech Talk Taco Tuesday, by the way. If you are looking for some really good long-lasting chain rings or sprockets, as they say, ddcracing.net will help you out. I run the KTMs in the 50 tooth variety all the time. So there it is. Why a Hinson clutch cover with no internal clutch parts?
Dude, it's all about the looks. Come on.
But that would be one thing that you would modify in that bike. Yeah. Do you do clutches on yours?
Yeah. Hinson.
You do Hinson on yours. What do you guys run? Cause you run Recluse in rally bike, right? Recluse parts, or what do you guys run these days? Who knows?
I don't even know, dude.
It's a factory bike. Comes from the factory.
Yeah, I think
ready to race. Factory clutch. Yeah, Hinson makes some good stuff inside of those things. That's one thing I always thought that could even, and that's when we were riding the new bikes, the X and the RX, the clutch, even with the hydraulic clutch, it's just not precise. It's like you can get them hot if you start abusing them, and the feel isn't perfect. But yeah, that's a really good bike. I think this thing roosts. I like that he's doing Sonora Rally. That's good.
I think he got second this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's in the Jackrabbits.
Oh, he's got the big foot pegs on it. He's done some of the right mods for it. So what a cool bike. That's just a good. That's just a workhorse. That bike can run forever.
Hey, guess what, Jimmy?
What's that?
The Gen 1.
I know. It's your favorite thing. I remember when I was riding yours, that last time we went riding, and I was thinking, I was like, I'm going, why does he like this so much better than the new one? Because back then I was sold, and now what is it with the feel of the bike? Like what? Because it like the new one feels like it. How did me and Trevor talked about it when we talked about it? We said the new one feels a lot lighter and not as planted.
Yeah,
so the RX. It's funny. The new RX felt lighter, but more planted than the old one. That was the problem with the old one. The old one was stiff and kind of rigid, and it was light, but it never really felt planted. Where it feels like the new one kind of feels a little bit more planted. And I think the problem with the X is that it's a little bit heavier now because a lot of the other bikes have gotten lighter, and so it's planted, but it also has a heavier feel. Where these don't feel as heavy as they are in reality, but they're planted. Yeah.
Yeah. And what I like about the older X models is like, I don't know. I rode my X on Saturday, and I haven't rode the new one in a very long time. And just, I don't know, everything about it. Like when you sit on it, it feels old. That's what I don't like about it. Compared to when you sit on like a newer one, it feels like more racy.
Yeah.
You're like more in competition with the newer ones. But the older one, I don't know. I feel like just the power to the ground is more controllable. Like you can really get on it as hard as you want. And the bike is just grabbing traction almost the entire time, where it's not spinning you out of control, or it's not, the wheel's not spinning and like smoking your tire off. I just feel like the bike is really, as a whole package, is more controlled.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't. It's like anything. It's just these Hondas can really be set up. But anyways, what does this bike do? Roost or Endo?
Well, dude, that thing should be in front of the Husaberg for sure on the
Oh boy.
Oh wow.
Some strong words.
Husaberg doesn't have even a big tank or navigation like this one, dude.
Husaberg has a big tank, sir. It's underneath the seat. The whole subframe is a gas tank. It's a rally bike in disguise. My Husaberg has an air filter where your factory rally bike has, and it's faster than your factory rally bike. Of course, it's 170 cc's more of macho, but hey, some of us need to cheat somehow or another.
It probably doesn't run right now either.
I got 3 of them. They all run. They run great. I start them up almost every couple of days. Just go out and just stand next to 3 idling Husabergs and just feel the power.
But with this bike, the Gen 1 X, this is a bike that literally almost anyone, this is why it should be roostable in front of the Husaberg. Because this bike, the way it sits right now with all the navigation, giant tank on it, anyone can throw a leg over that bike right now and go ride it across the desert and feel safe and confident on it.
I tend to agree. It was one of the probably the easiest bikes to hop on, and it will stock. I think they were a little sluggish stock. The new one actually is a little bit better just out of the box. I mean, it's pretty well dialed in. But I think the old one, especially when you just did a little bit of modifications on it, they got good. So, okay, next contestant, Matt.
All right, so next one. So that one was a Roost?
Absolutely.
Okay. So the next one I believe is going to be Savannah Lofstrom. All right.
Okay.
And then I'm going to get this picture sized up. All right, I'll start reading it here. 2009 KTM 105 XC, IMS large tank, Race Tech gold valves and springs, flywheel weight, FMF exhaust, a Cherby skid plate, Cycra handguards, bulletproof designs, threaded handguard mounts, Rocky Mountain ATV MC black and pink graphics, Michelin Starcross tires, Galfer rotors. It's not as powerful as my motocross bike, but it's easy to ride in the woods. Undefeated in girls' hair scrambles and enduro series, and lost one's race in women's. Sorry to talk about racing. My dad is making me write this.
Hey, okay. Number one, good for your dad making the kid do something. That's some good parenting there. I like that. I wish the photo were pulled back a little bit. So I could kind of get a little better look at the bike. It looks like I'm getting this look from her right now. That's going, do we have to take this stupid photo, Dad? I want to go ride. And you're going to try to put it on Roost or Endo. And then Jimmy's just going to make fun of me. That's the vibe I'm getting out of the photo, which I don't like. I don't really want the attitude, but I'm super stoked that you're out there kicking ass, winning races. That's fun. We don't talk about the races too much, right?
But her dad made her put that.
No, that's yeah. So her dad made her write it. I like that, but her dad made her throw the resume in there. Is that what's has her dad submitted his bike?
I don't believe so. Let me check. I don't believe so, though.
He looks like he's on the YZ250X. Speak of that bike,
right?
So it's a 2-stroke family. And it looks like, definitely a 2-stroke.
I think she's looking for a sponsor, Jimmy.
Looking for a sponsor.
Yeah.
Her dad probably made her write resumes and stuff like that.
DBT sponsor, dude.
A DBT. I can probably come up with some stickers. we What about the Ricky Brabec race team?
Oh, that's broke.
It's broke right now. The funding all went out the window on that Caterpillar.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me just give this thing. It's not as powerful as my motocross bike, but it's easier to ride in the woods, dude. Yeah,
that's like an 85 with big wheels, isn't it?
Yeah, they're those things actually rip. They're pretty fast. Actually, Andrew's kid had an 85.
The gas one.
Yeah, we were ripping it around the flat track, and that thing was going pretty good. It was definitely easy to get the front wheel to come up on the flat track. Not like my other little junky bikes that we ride out there. So I'm saying Roost. It roosts. good for having the gumption to write in and share your bike. Things.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Speed Toad in the chat just said Dad has not submitted his YZ yet, so I think she's actually in the chat.
Okay, good.
Cool.
Yeah, you beat him to the punch.
I think that's a Roost for me.
Okay, so if she's in the chat, if she wins the $100, Dad isn't going to steal the $100 and go put it on his bike, is he? Because now I don't like that attitude. If he's going to make her write the all that stuff about the bike, and then take the money, that's child labor. I mean, which I'm in support of. So, okay. So what's our next one?
All right, so we'll go with Ben. I think it's Ben Trigger. This one didn't come with the name.
Well, how did it not come with a name? It's a snow bike.
Jimmy just forwarded me this one. So let's see here.
Oh, I didn't give you a name.
My
best name in the email.
My best guess was the email name. Yeah,
it's Ben Trigger.
Yeah, Ben Trigger. That's what I put down. It wasn't clearly anyway. 2022 CRF 450X, Twisted Development Vortex, San Diego Powerhouse Stage 2 Cam Kit Spring Rockers, Stage 1 Porting Milling from PDR, Tuscan Guards, IMS Tank Fox 2.0 shocks with 80 pounds nitrogen, FMF Power Core 4 and Megabomb Header P3 carbon fiber heat shield, PST engine blanket, PST intake, 2019 timber sled, 120 thrill seekers, seat cover, AMR. This guy has no commas.
Like punctuation was not his strong point in school.
No, instead of a comma, he put a space. Let's see, thrill seeker seat cover, AMR graphics, Tusk front axle bolt, and Tusk drive sprocket guard, Trail Tech spelled TEC, temperature guard, Blaze, racing emissions, delete that it for now.
It for now.
And instant endo.
I'm right there with you. It's so what's weird about this photo is it looks like it was shot in a studio.
Right.
It looks like the thing was shot in a studio or somehow clipped in some weird shape.
Like in Photoshop.
iPhone. There's an app for that. Heather tells me.
The photos, you press on it.
And
pulls out the photo.
Okay, so it's an automatic app because he knew I was going to complain about his garage. Jerry Bernardo said he spied an AMA sticker in one of the other photos, so he's mad.
The CRF 450X one.
Hey, so when that photo goes on there, it that's the way it comes out. It highlights it.
Yeah.
So around, since it's Ricky's got a timber sled track in his face.
Yeah, I can put it on your face too, actually.
Hey, but how fun does that look, Jimmy, to go ride a bike with snow track on it? Dude,
they're fun. They're really, really fun. Yeah, that's probably better over there, Matt. Just keep it on my face. Make that thing roost me. I want to know where the front brake line, reservoir line goes. So see how that thing, it's coming out of the, I think that's it might be going to the track. Is he, cause he doesn't have a brake pedal either, does he? There's no brake pedal on that thing.
I don't think so. No. So yeah, the front brake must be going to the track then.
Okay. That would be really weird, wouldn't it? I guess now I'm confused because I was riding that KTM electric bike and I complained because it has no rear brake pedal. And then KTM says it's for the bicycle people. And I'm like, yeah, but the brakes are on the wrong side if it's a bicycle person.
No, because on a bicycle, the back brake is in the right.
Yeah, the back brake is
it's on the left
where
for the
front
free ride.
Yeah, on the free ride, the rear brake is where the clutch is.
Oh, so it's opposite.
So it's opposite. So it's like not for bicycle people. That was just they told me I was closed-minded. I ride a Husaberg. I can't be closed-minded. I'm kind of going a little Endo on the
Endo for the grammar.
Endo for the grammar. Yeah.
Or lack thereof.
I think the bike has a lot of stuff done to it. I wonder how that thing would work with a normal, he's got a lot of things done to that thing. It sounds like it could make a lot of.
The graphics are pretty wild, dude. I can't see what the hell it even is. But like if you look above the head pipe, it looks like there's something like a bag or something wrapped up right there.
Oh, yeah. That's that engine cover, because the biggest problem that these bikes have in the snow is they just don't warm up. The snow kind of keeps them cold. So cooling isn't an issue on these things. So actually kind of keeping the engine enclosed. And what they'll do is they'll actually the snow will pack on and it'll melt and then it'll start freezing. It'll turn into a big ice bomb.
Oh, then it'll crack.
I don't know if it cracks. I just know we packed the ice just started growing on the bikes we were riding one time. And it was something that they were working on, because it was like kind of the early days of that stuff. So Endo for grammar.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, Heather's complaining. Heather, no, this isn't the girl.
Oh.
We're done with her. She already roosted.
Okay, good.
Yeah. See,
I don't have access.
she doesn't know what's going on. She's on drugs. So Savannah, Heather's rooting for you there.
All right.
Ben, nice try. Okay. What's next?
So last one here is going to be from Austin Coleman. 1998 YZ250, new plastic and decals, fresh top end, IMS 3-gallon tank, Electron carb, a Cherubies X factory full wrap handguards, 13 tooth.
Oh, hold on. Austin is the guy that we were just talking to about the YZ250X versus this is the bike that he was riding, and he's trying to sell it right now. So he can Roost, Endo, or for sale.
This is bike though.
I like the graphics. I'm liking the American flag graphics.
I almost thought it was the old school Bud Light graphics. I had to zoom in and double check.
Right, it kind of looks like that.
Yamaha. I think Yamaha Troy had a bike that looked kind of like that too at one point. But okay,
if they're Bud Light graphics, I would have bought the bike.
For your dad?
Yep.
Your dad would have tried to drink it then.
So 13 tooth front and 50 tooth rear sprocket, Shinko 525 front, Shinko 546. 525 rear, Shinko 546 front, Fastway kickstand for the woods, rides single track in northern Idaho, double track in western Washington, occasionally dunes and occasionally moto track. The bike will do anything he points it at. It's just a matter of if he's good enough to hang on.
Hell yeah.
I'm liking everything about this, Austin, except you backed it out of the garage, leaned it up against your truck, and took a picture of it.
Yeah. Presentation.
You gotta be forward thinking a little bit. And if Rooster Endo does anything, I want it to get you out on a good ride, to take a nice picture of your motorcycle and make everybody want to go ride there, with some halfway decent light. At least he did compose it pretty nice, so you can see the nice neighborhood he lives in, even though it's backlit. The shadow wasn't too bad because he's got his truck parked in front of it.
Also, is this truck dented or is that a reflection on the door?
I think that's a reflection of the
fender. It's the fender. Yeah.
It's the fender. But also we need to see the bike out on the trail to make sure it runs so we can buy it.
Yeah, so we've had Bud Light graphics. Ricky, you buying it? But we don't know. He's got he could use the 2-stroke dent pipe repair service, but that dent's really not that big. It's not even close to the size that George
put in.
George Jumanji or whatever his name was.
It was Hey, would you
George, would you blow me? Yeah. Which is appropriate for how they fix those pipes. So man, I'm torn. I'm liking Austin. I like that he's in the chat. I like that he's asking good questions. Like the bike. little sour on the photo. I don't really want to waffle on this, but that's a good chariot though. That's a good bike. And if you were selling it, what do you think you could get for that thing right now? $3,800?
Whoa, dude, easy. I was gonna give him $3,000.
Oh, okay. Are you in the chat interacting with them right now?
No.
tell them $3,000 and instead of Bud Light Jeremy McGrath graphics, and you're in.
Or the 1-800 collect graphics. We need one of those ones.
Those next time you're down at Honda, those things are around the shop someplace for old CR250s. I
don't know what bikes go for, dude, but that's a nice bike. It looks great.
I'm giving it a Roost. I like it.
It looks really clean.
Yeah. It's a good work hurt.
Oh, he just said definitely not for sale.
It's not for sale, Ricky. Hey, I know where there's a red KDX 200 that you could pick up right down the street from you.
From me, a red KDX 200.
Air-cooled KDX 200, Kawasaki.
Like the old school ones.
Yeah.
With the light.
Air-cooled kickstart light. Yeah. Rattles like crazy, makes all it like you'll know all the dental work you've had done when you ride it because it shakes everything.
Perfect for Sarah.
Yeah, she's Kawasaki. And then it works out because it's Kawasaki, so she can ride it, and it's red, so she can ride with you, and it's all cool. And it's a 200, so it's good on the rocks. I'll hook it up. I'll get the deal working.
Oh, and I need a trials bike, Jimmy.
My gas 300 is not for sale.
All right. Well, I need one of my own.
Montesa. Talk to your guys in the rally team. They know how to get a hold of those things.
All right.
It's pretty good. So, okay, now it comes to the point of the show where we have to decide who gets the $100 from tacomoto.co. So Tacomoto sponsors this segment. Is this the first time we haven't had a KTM?
It might be.
That's awesome.
It might be.
Yeah.
It's been quite some time.
Right there. The girl Savannah has a KTM.
Oh, she's on a yeah.
Oh, that's right. But it's pink. So it doesn't count.
Still bleeds orange.
It could be a gas. It could be a Husky.
Exactly. It's still the same.
It's still the same. It's just the whiter red. It doesn't matter what color it is. That right. It did. So we do have a KTM. That's good. Matt, who wins?
I'm going to say Austin just because he's been in the chat. And if he buys a KTM, he's going to need to get some parts for it for Tacomoto.
Yeah, for sure. He's going to need parts for the KTM, dude. That's why he's probably going to buy the YZ, huh?
Probably. But Austin has my vote.
Tacomoto has some stuff. I'm going Savannah.
Savannah?
Because she listened to her dad. Mm-hmm. She wrote. She needs to be rewarded for doing the right thing. She's paying attention to Tech Talk Taco Tuesday. She's going to tell all of her friends. All of her friends are going to send pictures of their bikes in.
I'm going with Kevin because he needs money to go to Sonora next year. And parts.
We don't like racing. We don't support the racing here. We only talk about bikes and parts.
Right.
No, I'm just kidding. Oh, so it's a three-way. It's a three-way tie.
Right.
Oh, that's not going to work out.
Very well. Out. So yeah, we gotta flip a coin or something.
Matt, do you have a way to solve this?
Let me just get a spinner wheel going.
Other than it's, is that an app you have?
No, I'm just Googling spinner wheel really quickly.
Okay. Is this going to blow up the whole show?
No.
The show's going to go crazy, dude.
That we're resorting to gambling to figure this out.
We're gambling on the show.
We're gambling with their. So tacomoto.co, go there for all of your needs. What do you think, Ricky?
I think, I don't even know what Tacomoto has, but it sounds like it's only KTM, so extra lame. But if there's things on there that will work for other manufacturers, then it makes it a lot harder. But if it's mostly KTM stuff, then
No, they have a little bit of everything for everything. He has all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's largely KTM stuff. They really focus on kind of modifying the XCs and EXCs and the Husky and gas versions of those. Lots of ECU tuners, things like this. But they have stuff that works for everything. He's getting a little bit more into the Hondas. I know he was doing some stuff with the X and what's the street legal one?
L.
Doing with the Sierra 450L. So,
what if this girl Savannah is racing also?
Oh,
with a KTM.
Right. Well, she wouldn't have told us she was racing unless her dad made her do it. So her dad made her do it, and that's why she's going to win. But her dad made her talk about racing, and now I have to eat my own words.
Right. Well, here I got the spinner wheel up, so it should be coming up for everyone. Might be a little. Oh, hold on. Actually, it's just all messed up. All right, I'm going to spin it right now.
Okay, here we go.
Put it up for everyone, but then
Don't lie to us, Matt.
So here we go. We're watching the spinner wheel. I guess we're watching the spinner wheel.
Well, you're supposed to be. Well, hold on.
Did it blow up the show?
No, it wasn't showing.
Yeah, I saw it for a second. It was on one of the live feeds at some point or another. I tell you what, you spin it and we'll trust you.
I'll get it on here in a second.
Okay. So,
is anyone else replying in the messages right now? Like anyone? Who does a chat say who thinks should win?
Let's see. JMRO says, I sent my bike via email. Tell me how unnecessary the coin I spent on Taco Moto mods have been, have driven me into debt, but it's fun. Jay, I'm sure let's see. Not true. Taco Moto. Yeah. Taco Moto has stepped up with the Honda Sierra 450 series. Gregory Edinger says the girl. He says that's who. Josh says Savannah for sure. So of course,
that's 2 out of 3.
Mark Daniels went with Ricky. He said the rally bike is in it for my opinion.
The spinner chose Austin, but if
we've just triple tied again. Except I think Savannah does have extra votes. Ryan Jordan says the Gen 1 450X wins hand down. So
okay.
that
we'll keep the public votes going.
Yeah.
And the best part is all the bikes are like really old, so they all need a little bit of whatever they can.
Yeah, they all need a little bit of love. Okay, Rich Seymour says definitely the CRF is the best bike setup. So CRF is leading it. Let's let it go for a few more minutes here.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to help out your friends or get, what was your name of your buddy that had that CRF, Ricky?
Kevin.
So Kevin just texted all of his friends and he's got them all. See, because
another CRF.
CRF's just stacking. If Victor was here, he'd vote 3 times for the girl. And then Troy Hicks says something that's not very flattering, so we'll just leave that one off. So, anyways, super glad everybody's participating in this. So, Ricky, we didn't have a good. I didn't see any good Dakar questions float up across that thing for you.
There was one really quick. I don't think it was very Dakar.
Instagram next week, I'm sure.
So Chris Bomel had a question for Ricky. I don't think it's really rally related though. So, Ricky, what is your favorite thing of the rally above your 450X? Above your loved 450X?
What's my favorite thing about my rally bike?
I think that's the question. Yeah, compared to the 450X.
Oh man, I don't know. I like both of them. That's tough. It depends on what discipline I'm doing, but the rally bike's comfortable for going fast on like smoother stuff, and then the 450X is just comfortable to ride almost everywhere, motocross track, fast roads, or technical stuff.
So what is the difference for you between the two bikes? So let's just say a regular dirt bike and a rally bike. What's the big difference besides the obvious big gas tank and navigation tower?
The cockpit feeling, the space, like the bike itself, dude. Like when I rode my X the other day, I felt so squirrely for like 20 minutes because it was so much smaller than my rally bike, and I just did like 12 days of road books training, and I was really familiar with the rally bike. And then I get on the X, I'm like, dang, man, I feel like I'm 9 feet tall riding this bike. And then I got used to it, though. It was good. But then with the new bike, I feel like the new bike feels more small. So
the new rally bike.
No, the new X.
Oh, the new X.
Yeah.
Even smaller than the old one.
Yeah. I feel more like up high on it, like I feel like I sit higher up, and then the old X, I feel like I sit like in the seat more, like in the cradle.
And that's what you call like old style, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's totally, yeah. Like when you like old style to me, it's like, and cause I go back quite a bit older, but old style is like you sit and the seat is thick and you sit in the seat and it scrunches down a little bit. And new bikes have like no seat and the whole top of the bike is flat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's different, but your rally bike is wheelbase is a little bit longer than a regular dirt bike.
I think it's quite a bit longer, but yeah.
Yeah. It's just stability made to go fast. Mark Daniels wants to know, is Dakar using the electric road books this year?
No.
Yep. Are there any new rule changes?
Yeah.
George wants to know. Too many to go over.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Hey, explain the bonus points for opening, right?
Did you get that message I sent you?
The text document.
Yeah.
It's
pretty confusing, but you only get opening bonus time on certain stages.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not every day.
Huh? Do they tell you before the race starts which days it's going to be?
Yeah, I think it's like it's only like 4 stages.
Oh, Andrew thought there was going to be a lot of time up for grabs total in that.
It's only 4 stages or 4 or 5 stages or something like this.
Yeah. So it's something they're trying to do they've done it in Tour de France. Like if you're first one across some of these things, you get bonus points. So I think they're trying to, I think it's a little bit made for TV, but it's also made it so that it's not such a disadvantage to open. But I just don't know how they're ever going to get rid of that. That's always going to be a tough one to, and it only goes until refueling. Hey, Austin just said in the chat, go ahead and give it to Savannah.
Yeah, took himself out of the running.
What a nice guy. That is pretty good. But then Nader Tater said CRF. Let's see.
I think CRF is winning the popular vote.
Yeah, Josh Avery says, damn, do we need Taco Mike to drop winners on everyone like when he was on? So this is the kind of guy Taco Mike was. We had, when he was on the show, we had a lot of really good, I think every bike roosted. They were all really nice bikes. They were all cool. And we were sitting there going, none of us knew which one to pick. And he goes, they all win. So kind of like where we just beat people down into a pulp and pick on everybody. Mike is the give everybody the award thing, that was super nice. That was really cool.
Yeah,
I mean, good.
On, Mike, it's Christmas, dude.
Good sponsor of the show. So, but we only have one to give away, unfortunately. So I do like that Austin says go ahead and give it to Savannah. But that was my pick. But I don't want to like. It's my show. I can do whatever I want, I guess. So
I'd say Savannah would be my number 2. So
right, yeah. And Ricky's still hard fast for the rally bike.
Oh, I would say, but I like what you said, Jimmy. If she gets hit and then the dad spins it on his bike and then just leaves her out of it,
But on the flip side, she could actually just be submitting it for herself, and her dad was helping her out, and we could be robbing a child of $100. I mean, Ricky, do you really want to be the one to rob a child of $100?
Yeah, Ricky.
No.
Yeah, you were going to give it to the race guy.
She can afford a Sonora.
No, she's also a racer, but I said she rides a KTM, so it's more beneficial because she has KTM and he makes KTM stuff.
Yeah, I agree with that too. Savannah and Mark Daniel says Savannah is young and she needs an uplift in her journey, so I will concede for her.
There we go.
So it's the pole is swinging.
We are we're changing a child's life.
Yeah, could that $100 could be maybe. Let's see if she says her other bikes she wants to make her off-road bike more powerful. She might get some reeds for that thing, and reeds wear out on those things. George says, give it to the girl. So yeah. I think we're swinging this direction. Everybody comes around to my way of thinking after a while. Whatever I say may sound stupid in the beginning, but has a little bit of merit. And I'm only doing it so that my drugged out wife here doesn't start yelling at me. No, I'm really doing it because you think about it. If I think that out of all those people, I don't know. I have a feeling that Austin would get as stoked as Savannah. Like those two just seem like they would get super stoked by winning it. But it's like, I'm just kind of going, girl, she's excited about this. She did what her dad said, and we're all good. So let's see. Josh L. Arnie says, give it to the girl, not because she's a girl, because she rips. Okay. Yes. There we go. Heather said yes. So maybe she got on her feeds there and has her friends. Let's see. No, everyone needs a helping hand. The rally bike already has his act together. I agree with that too.
Yep.
So let's see if any more cool comments come in. But I think Savannah's just gotten to the lead position at this point.
Hey, that's what you should do on the next season, Jimmy. Is Matt can figure out like a poll, a way to make a poll for the chat.
Oh, we can easily do that.
Put a poll in the chat for what, like, obviously you guys can narrow it down to 3 and then have the chat decide on the 3 bikes that are going to get like the bonus or whatever. And then just watch the comments come in.
That's a really good idea. I changed my background to see how I'm feeling about all this right now. That was chocolate cake, but it wasn't a very thick layer of chocolate on top of the cake. So this is what we were doing before the show. Chris Bromell says Savannah wins.
That. I can't even get out of the screen.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's a 3-wheeler.
Yeah, dude.
That's so the one. Is that the guy from Sonora?
No,
Vegas to Reno. Oh, that's the 4-stroke one.
Oh wow.
Dude,
yeah.
At Nora, there was the guy raced the ATC 250 at Nora. And those guys, they were awesome. They were having a really good time in that thing because 3-wheeling's a good feeling. So, okay, I'm calling it. Savannah, you win. Thanks for sending in the photo of your bike. Send an email to matt@jimmylewisoffroad.com and he will get you all sorted out with Taco Mike. And let us know what you do to that bike. I'm curious to see what you're going to spend that $100 on. So.
And I just put the email in the chat. So
yeah, you think since it's a girl, she's going to put new graphics on it and dress it up, make it look good?
No, she's probably going to get stuff that's actually going to make the bike faster.
Yeah. And Merry Christmas to Savannah. So awesome. Thanks for being a listener to the show. So I think there was one other, and somebody wanted to know about the alternate road books, the A and B tracks that got canned, correct?
Yeah.
So they didn't seem to go along with that whole idea.
So actually, I have a question that just popped up into my head. Has there been any kind of rule change or any update to
essentially try to make sure what happened last year with that one note that screwed everyone over, make sure that doesn't happen again?
Well, that's hard because you can't argue the road book. So it's kind of basically up to the organization to make sure it's right or not.
Right.
Yeah, you've never been able to argue the road book, and there was.
No, you used to be able to, and people were getting away with it, but they stopped.
Well, it was when there was an absolutely screwed up note, like something that was really, really screwed up. They would neutralize the stage at that note, or go back to the waypoint before. And the problem is this from training, like there's ways you can figure it out there. It may take a little bit of time, but you can sometimes figure out there's stuff you can look for, or just have a good idea of what to do. And then, but at that point, if the road book's completely screwed up, the organization would probably neutralize it, on their own anyways, if it was that bad.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever been in a rally where they landed the helicopter and told everybody to stop?
Yeah. That happened in Dakar, like 2017.
Yeah.
And it happened in Dakar last year.
Yeah. That was in the middle of a stage?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, because they were running out of helicopters to pick people up. Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
because people were crashing because we had to go on the same tracks as the cars.
Oh, yeah.
After.
Right. So, okay, we have one more question we have two more questions on our sheet. We're going to start wrapping this show up.
Okay.
Matt,
so
what do we got?
What desert bike reigns supreme video? The M Treader 16. So with all the big board desert racers, CR500, KX500, and XR650 / others, what would be your first pick for a bike build?
Gen 150X.
Gen 1450X.
It does say others, so.
BMW HP2. Or yeah. Or I would really like, I would almost like to take my Tenere and turn it into a desert bike. My Tenere 700 could be a really good thing, but the 500s, they're just, they were good when they were good, but I after riding a twin cylinder rally bike, that's what I'd want to build. If we're talking about desert bikes, there's nothing like a twin cylinder bike and something that can haul ass and go fast. And so that's what I would do. Okay. And then Ricky's 450X. You guys riding your girls' bikes. That's the. So, Matt, what would you build? He's going to say KX500.
No. Honestly, I'd probably just take a KTM 500 EXC and just. But I don't have the experience that you guys have.
Go to Taco Moto, got CO, spend a couple $1,000.
I wasn't even thinking of Taco Moto, like just a bone stock one, just to piss off all the people who say, "Oh, you can't do that bone stock or do that bone stock." Like,
yeah, you can actually, yeah.
See, I would. That's pretty much what I would just do.
Yeah, it's a really good start. So, okay, next question.
All right, best MX chain lube video. So this is Eric Nash. He commented. O-ring chain and all. He runs an O-ring chain and all he does is wipe clean with a little ATF on a rag. ATF has detergents that break down the schmutz and remove from the chain. Quick dry wipe removes the excessive ATF and leaves a thin film of corrosive resistance on the material. It's easy and cheap. Works on and off-road applications using O-ring chains. Don't use a brush which is more likely to damage O-rings and cause problems in your O-ring chain. Aggressive cleaning and lubing has more potential to cause problems than solutions.
That's actually that's a pretty valid. Most of his points are pretty valid. I don't think using a brush is going to do much damage to your O-ring chain. Aggressive cleaning and lubing has more potential to cause problems than solutions. aggressively, yes. If you're aggressively cleaning the chain, and the biggest thing I see, two things I see people do that are bad with chains is putting way too much lube on the chain. And they don't just lube the chain, they lube the swing arm, the wheel, everything. And and usually they do it right before they take off and go riding, so the chain lube just flies up, and then they lube their plastic and their chain guide and all the other stuff around it. So that's probably the number one thing that I see. And then I see people, putting a lot of cleaners on it and then pressure washing it, which is, the cleaners can be hard on stuff, and then just blasting water in there doesn't do any good either. So a little ATF could actually do that, but sounds good. I tend to agree with most of that stuff. The best thing to do is lube your chain when you're done riding, when the chain's warm, like right then. Just put a nice little lube in there. It'll soak in. It'll do what it's meant to do, kind of protect the chain, and you should be good. And O-ring chains are essentially sealed. The lube on the outside is mostly for corrosion resistance and to make it a little bit quieter. So hopefully that helps your question. Eric, thanks for pointing all that stuff out. We do appreciate when readers and viewers get back to us. So awesome. Well, I am going to have a little bit of free time here to start putting out some of my videos, going to do some of my updates on my Tenere 700. I think I have a KLR 650 video coming, the Honda Sierra video that Trevor is going to get done for us, all that. So some cool stuff coming up at dirtbiketest.com. Ricky, thank you for joining us tonight. I know it's past your bedtime.
Yeah, and I'm riding tomorrow.
Somebody's got to go riding.
Yeah, it's not
use
me.
Use that tracker.
Right here, dude.
Yeah, use the tracker. Have fun tomorrow. Hopefully they're really confusing road books. I would go and get lost. Did I get the track log?
Did I send it to you?
Yeah, you sent me the track log. So I'll touch base with you on that when we get done with this. But anyways, everybody, thanks for joining us. Thanks for tuning in. Tell a friend. Support Dirt Bike Tests. Click through the links. And, of course, thanks to all of our sponsors, which are Yamaha, Taco Moto for doing the Roost or Endo segment. Good luck to Savannah with that $100. Double Take Mirrors, Bulletproof Designs. They have all the stuff for your new 23 ready to go. Seat Concepts. We are going to bring back the Seat Concepts hot seat hotline as soon as I get back in studio. Fasst Company for all their stuff. A couple of my buddies just ordered up bars for their mountain bikes, and I'm just waiting to hear how they rave about those things. Super awesome. Trail Tech, DDC, Climb, Scott Sports, and of course, thank you, Matt, and thank you, Ricky. With that, we will see you guys out on the trail. Cheers.
See you guys. Thank you.
See you guys.